It was because they worshiped demons that God wiped out whole nations. I was reading in 2 Kings today, and right away in the first chapter, Ahaziah injures himself and he wants to know what his future is and asks that somebody go check with their idol, the idol that he worshipped, and it is Beelzebub. This immediately caught my attention. I'm thinking Beelzebub is considered in the New Testament to be the devil himself. Is Ahaziah, king of Israel, worshiping Satan himself? Here's a Wikipedia screenshot of Beelzebub or Beelzebul, or however you want to spell it. In that culture was considered Lord of the Flies. This was a big deal because flies were a terrible pest. When I was in middle school 100 years ago, my parents went to the Mideast, to Egypt and Israel, and I don't remember much about their trip, but I do remember when they came back, they commented that in Egypt especially, the flies were terrible. So a god of the flies was important. Anywho, Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies, perhaps Satan himself. A spirit world exists. I talked more about that in this post, which you can see back in my account somewhere. A spirit world exists, good and evil, battling for our eternal souls. The evil one doesn't actually want us. He just doesn't want God to have us because we are important to God. The prophet Elijah met those messengers and told them, go back to Ahaziah and tell him, is there no God in Israel? You're going to go ask a demon? Well, he didn't use those words, but basically that was God's message to him. And therefore, because he sent messengers to inquire of Beelzebub, he was going to die in his bed. Tell him that. The New Testament reference, Mark 3:22, the scribes who came down from Jerusalem were saying, he, meaning Jesus, is possessed by Beelzebul. That is Beelzebub and however else you want to spell it. And he, Jesus, casts out the demons by the ruler of the demons. They, the Jewish leaders, understood Beelzebub to be the ruler of the demons, the chief demon, that is, the devil himself.